Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
A very good morning to you. This is Newsline, live from the Newsfirst studios in Dawson Street in Colombo. And join me this morning on the day that Muslim brothers and sisters celebrate Ramadan is Mr. Azad Salih. Very good morning to you, Mr. Salih.
Morning and Assalamu alaikum to Faraz. And let me wish all my brothers and sisters a happy Eid al-Fitr.
Indeed, and our network endorses that message, and we do wish you a wonderful Ramadan. On a day like this, and on a day when we are getting further reports and further details of the attack in Medina, what is the world coming to, Azad?
This is what I was also praying during the holy month of Ramadan, is that the situation in the Middle East, especially if you take starting with Iraq, they started it with Iraq, Libya, Syria, Lebanon, Turkey, and now it's gone to Saudi Arabia also. And this is one thing that everybody has to concentrate, is all country leaders will have to get together and to see who this IS is.
Right.
Because there is a big question being asked by various people, who this group is, who is funding them, who is behind all this. Is something that has to come out very fast, because everybody in that organization is having a Muslim name, and most of the Arab countries, even the Christians have Muslim names. So we have to find out who this is, whether Israel is really behind, because the biggest speculation is when you demand something and when Israel doesn't get it, that place is attacked. So there is something like that also. So this is something for the international community to get together, especially the UN. We'll have to have a special team to have a probe to find out who these people are, from where they are getting the fund, because everything has to have some account somewhere. So it will be very easy, especially a country like America. We'll have to get into this and see, because nobody is insecure today. Totally insecure situation.
Azad, with millions of devotees going to Saudi Arabia, there must be tremendous pressure on the government of Saudi Arabia, because obviously the attack on Medina is the second most important spot revered by Muslims the world over. So what does it say for the situation security-wise?
No, actually speaking, if you take Quran as a whole, Medina is a place where nobody could attack. They couldn't even go closer. It was just closer to the Bilal Mosque and at the car park that this suicide bomber had been there, and he just blasted himself. Because the history tells us how several people planned even to come under the tunnel and take the body of the Prophet and go away. That was the intention of many people, and while that was happening also, the emperor at that time was informed in his dream that there is something happening. The whole community was summoned to see who these people are. So then when they asked, has everybody come? He said, yes, everybody has come. No, there is some more people to come, because he has already seen the people in his dreams. So I asked to come. Then suddenly one person said, there is two people who have come. They are spending so lavishly, they are giving us everything, only they are not there. So when they found that those two were the culprits who were trying to go underground and take the body of the Prophet. So that is how it went. So likewise, if there is anything that is going to happen like that, definitely there will be some information given to the rulers of that country, but however it is. But the threat to the Muslim community and the Muslim countries as a whole is very, very dangerous.
It might be quite contentious, but it's a question that we must discuss, and that is that there is this perception that is growing, and it is being promoted by whoever, that the equation is that that Islam and terrorism, Islam equals terrorism, terrorism equals Islam. That's a very serious perception to allow to be fostered.
This is a perception that has been carried out willfully. Actually speaking, Islam is the most misunderstood religion. You will take it very correctly. And Islam doesn't preach terrorism. And we have very severely warned anybody, for that matter, that terrorism, extremism is not in Islam. But to our knowledge, we can see people becoming extremists when there are extremist forces fighting the religion. When that comes, the situation changes. Not that it isn't, but no religion, not even any other, not only Islam, no other religion promotes terrorism.
Yes. In just getting back locally, in the context of Islamic life in our country, in Sri Lanka, are the mosques and the madrasas and so on, and all these other organizations, are they preaching this message that ISIS or IS is not to be connected with Islam?
Actually speaking, up to today, we have not found any mosque or any madrasa that preaches terrorism or give training or at least give the ideology of the IS.
Yes, but are they doing the opposite? Are they taking this message that trying to join IS and so on is a fruitless and absolutely worthless exercise?
No, for us, if you actually see, some people were at times accusing the Christian missionary that they were giving money and buying over the Buddhist. There was accusation. Likewise, they were always, this international community and the people who want this terrorist organization, what they do around the world is go into the poor areas of any country and then try to give them money, give them the privilege, give them a house, give them everything that they need, and then later they buy over the whole family. Now we found one family from Kandy that had gone missing for the last so many years. There is nobody, no trace of any person. So like that, people who have nothing to do, people who are jobless, people who are not educated, are being taken into these type of organizations around the world. This is happening. So this is just their poverty that takes them there, not anything else. It's not the religion, it is not the guidelines given by a madrasa or a mosque, but this is taken for poverty.
From you are a very important cog within this community, so you must have information of various such things that reaches you. Have you ever heard of any incidences where Sri Lankan youth are considering or have gone to Syria?
No.
To join IS?
No. Up to my knowledge, no. But only, except as I told you, there was one family that is missing from Kandy, and they are trying to, the CID is also watching at them, taken into consideration where they are, families are there, but they have no trace of anybody. The whole family has left.
Oh, except for that, missing.
Yeah, so they're missing, and that is, except for that one incident, there is nothing that is saying that the Muslim community is for terrorism or supporting terrorism.
Right. Good. That's very good.
Because actually speaking, I must be very frank with you, even when the LTT was inactive, there were other communities that were helping. The Sinhala community, some people were caught for aiding and abetting them. You got a few Muslims who were supporting them. It is for money. As I told you, the whole issue is the poverty. When the poverty line is high, there is tendency of people moving towards that because they have nothing to do. They have no recognition in society. They have no food to eat. So they have to opt to some option. So these are the options that is provided. They are given. They are well looked after. Around the world they are well looked after. So they get into these type of things. So it is the duty of every country to see that the citizens are looked after well.
Just come back to locally. I was reading an article on the internet yesterday. Somebody, actually one of our regular viewers, sent me the link, and it was to do with in South India. I think it's Miss Jayalalita, yes, it is her program, and she's there's something called Amma's Kitchens, where for about 20 Indian rupees, that's, let's say, 50 Sri Lankan rupees, you can have all 3 meals, freshly cooked and so on. They're very cheap. These are subsidized restaurants, for want of a better word, eating places, subsidized, and it's an initiative taken by Ms. Jayalalita to help, and she recognizes by this fact that there is so much of poverty.
Exactly.
And that people can't even, there are people, according to this article, who are working, but and they would be termed middle class. They go to these kitchens to get these subsidized food. At what point do you think that the Sri Lankan poverty level will require Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe as the Prime Minister of this government to introduce subsidized food places, restaurants owned by the government, run by the government, subsidized by the government?
See, I don't think in our history or in the future, we will see any government trying to do that, because we have always seen that poverty remains the same. I mean, the downtrodden people are not looked after. It has been the trend right. Not only that, for us now, when you told me about Jayalalitha, see what she does. She goes into every mosque. All the ulamas are paid by the government. And during Ramadan, every mosque they have sent rice for the kanji. Right? So, I mean, each person is coming to know that something has to be done, and they're doing it. In Sri Lanka, the problem, the initiative is not there. We don't take any initiative. Only after a situation or a crisis comes that we think, oh, we should have done this. But this doesn't happen. As you say, Sri Lanka must also think. Now, see, when President Premadasa was there, did you see a beggar on the road? Not that they weren't beggars, but he had a concept. He had a plan for them. Took everybody to a place, kept them, fed them, looked after them. So like that, there must be some initiative taken. But over and over again, governments come, government goes. Everybody is looking after themselves and their families.
President Premadasa is a very has played a major role in the shaping of your politics and so on.
No.
But you speak very fondly of President Premadasa. Do you feel that we need a government who is a little bit more towards the people, or the suffering people? On our Gammadda program, we found so many people downtrodden, poverty, lack of opportunity, and without any facility where they can sell their paddy and so on and so forth. The poverty levels were astounding.
See, for us, when you talk of this paddy, so purchasing, where does this happen in Sri Lanka? See, we fix a price. Can we go and give it and get the money immediately? You can see on your news every time when the harvest is done, people have to go and wait for days and days and days to sell their paddy. And again, the monopoly of the paddy is in the hands of 4 or 5 people. They only buy it at a very cheap rate, where the farmer is not in a position to again harvest anything more. So his loans are not being paid. But
also, Mr. Saleh, I don't know if you've been following our news, but you seem to do that because you said so just now. But the latest initiative from Sirasa TV1 and Shakti is the program where we've gone the Think Again campaign. My
only worry is, I only hope that the people of this country will not force you all to start a political party. Because the way it is going, the request of the whole country, we can see on your government, the program is tremendous. They are asking so much of things. And when you see that only, you know, Sri Lanka is backward, totally backward, not being looked after. The people are, as we see, every day there's somebody, at least 10 or 15 of the people saying, let these fellows come next time, we'll slipper them, we'll stone them, we'll not vote for them. I mean, this is a momentum that is coming up. The anger of the people is coming out.
An old lady assured us that she would use the broomstick on them.
This is what I'm trying to say, because while watching this program only we can see that the people are so angry. And as a person who was really instrumental in bringing this government into power, right? As a person who has gone iron white campaigning for the Yaparana, today I myself is not happy. Because we can see things are not moving in the right direction. Today the same one, now we accuse the Rajapaksa regiment of robbing. Today Rajapaksa is, the one family is not robbing, the entire ministers have got together and they are robbing. This is a sorry state of affairs. Now you take the BUI for instance, for us. BUI is in a mess. Whatever said and done, the previous regime, they had a businessman on top. But that guy the BOI people used to tell me it was like a wedding house. Everybody was in their suits, coming, signing, going. Okay, one family was asking 30%, 40%, give it to us. But down the line, not a fellow objected. Not a fellow objected or refused any document.
It sounds as though you're changing your mind about the Rajapaksa.
Everything was getting approved.
Yeah.
But here, from top to the bottom, everybody is asking money. I have documents to prove. If you give me a more time and another program, I will show you how a Japanese investor sent a SMS where he says, I have been pressurized by the government guys and moreover by the chairman BOI. Disgraceful.
That's you're going to have to take responsibility.
I am taking responsibility and give you the SMS where you can take it on news. I have told the president about it.
Right. But so you're clearly unhappy.
The way things are moving.
If we ask you the four questions.
We did not expect Lakshman Kiriala to put 98 coordinators. We did not expect Lakshman Kiriala to put 68 consultants.
Yeah.
Whose money?
But more importantly, where is the professionalism? Are you questioning that?
Actually speaking, wherever there is no qualified people, what they have done, they have put the CV of the daughter and given the father a vehicle. This is the state of affairs in the country.
Okay, right.
Daughter CV is taken, father is given the vehicle.
So
this is what we call good governance.
So there you are. The island has something that says here about this. It says Sajin remanded again. Alleged 610 million extortion racket.
Sajin. Every day Sajin is getting arrested and Sajin is getting bailed.
Yeah.
Again Sajin is getting. Where are the other guys?
That's right.
Where is the Rajapaksa guys? Now for Minister Rajendra Srinarathan to come out and say, see that 180-degree turn that he took.
Yeah.
After accusing him in every bloody platform, saying that he was the number one rogue in this country.
Right.
And today the turn you can see. What is this turn 180 degrees? There is no accusation of Rajapaksa. My question is, Rajapaksa was the president.
Yeah.
When he was the president, his son robbed.
Yeah.
The CSN station was robbed money. The Namal's office was robbed money. The properties that they bought, the money that they took, the money that they deposited abroad, everything was set by this government.
The point is, none of this has been proved, though.
This is not only not proved, Swaraj, don't say it's not proved. Where is the Tajuddin murder case? Where is Lasantha Vikramatunga's murder case?
That's right.
Lasantha's file is missing.
Right.
Tajuddin's man is missing. Now, the main culprit, who was the DIG at that time, has been taken into custody. So he has already confessed who the man who gave him the orders. Why is that guy not being arrested? Why is the government silent on this?
But why? Why do you think?
This is my problem also. Being a person who went and shouted against the Rajapaksa regime of these fellows robbing, all these things were said, and today, 1.5 years gone, we are still waiting to see who is to be arrested. Sajin was coming, Sajin was going. Sajin was coming, Sajin was going. So that means the whole country has been robbed by Sajin was only.
Yes. And it's rather astonishing the details so far that we've been privy to is in the press, which is that apparently there is no complaint. There is only a statement, and the statement it's almost beyond belief.
Maharaj, to tell you very frankly, when I was listening to an interview or something, most of the inquiries that was started by the Primary Commission are anonymous letters. If this government is going to work on anonymous letters also, by now how many ministers would have been taken into custody? Should have been taken into custody. What did we promise? What did the president say? Tharatiramak balan natuwa ame ekkenata mekkama vidhe neetiya kriyatmaka wenama. If that is true, how can SP Disanaga be in the cabinet? How, sir, when we were going for meetings, the Prime Minister used to tell us, this fellow had done this, this fellow had done, he has taken the furniture home, all these things Prime Minister wrote. But the same guys are today in the cabinet.
And he's heading that
where
cabinet.
is the investigation in that? My question is, how can you sit with these people?
When's the last time you met Ranil Wickremesinghe?
I met him several times.
Did you raise any election? What did you raise with him the last time you met him?
No, last time was the thing that when we met for the first year anniversary at Rupohain.
Right.
Other than that, I have not met him anything. He's so busy that he has no time to give me.
I was going to ask you, why can't you get an appointment?
I have asked for appointment because according to my dealing with the UNP, Ravi Karunanayaka, Malik and the Prime Minister have to be together.
Yes.
And I have told Mr. Karunanayaka that he led this problem for me and he is responsible for the negotiation, because the last day of Temple Trees negotiation, he was the person who got me down and then said, okay, you are in the national list. That's all that I know. And I have told him after they have come to power, they have omitted my name. I have told him that I want an appointment, not to seek a seat in Parliament.
Yeah.
But the decency of the UNP, that he has to make the initiative to meet with Malik and Ranil Wickremesinghe immediately. And that has taken 1.5 years. So these guys have no time for us. Before they came, Azad go here, Azad go there, Azad go here, and we were asked to go from place to place. And I was the only person in the entire campaign who was attacked. Only person. And when Maitripala Sirisena was going to the east, there was no Muslim leader to take him.
But you
There was nobody to translate his speech. I did the translation. I was the leader who went, and I was the person who was attacked. Not Rauf Hakim, not Rishad Baduddin, no anybody. They were hooted down when they came. When they came, it was the postal vote was completed. When they came and joined, that time they were hooted down in the east. I was carried and gone.
As a member of the community, who would you say is the natural leader of the Muslim community?
See, leadership does not come like that. You have to give leadership to the people and allow the people to decide who the leader is. Just by becoming a party leader does not make you a leader. You have to take your problems to the people and the problem of the people to the government and get them solved. My intention of the way of working is, I don't believe in anything of praise for me. I only believe in God and I do it for Him and I don't expect anything. Now, for instance, I'll tell you for us a few things that I have done. Now, if you take the Muslim Ladies College, that land was gone for the road development. 39 million rupees was due. The minister could not, Muslim minister could not give that money. I got it through the Prime Minister. When Ranil Wickremesinghe's government in 2001 came, I got it through the Prime Minister in one day. The day he assumed duties, he gave it to me. I must praise him for that. Got the money. Next property was another Kumar Ponnambalam's sister's property, wife's sister property. Bought that for 46 million rupees. But somebody else went and kept the foundation. I don't care. I never told the principal why you didn't invite me. Because the principal was told not to invite. I'm okay with it. Because I work for the praise of Almighty Allah and not the praise of my community. Same thing at Khairiya Muslim Girls School at Maradana. Mahinda Rajapaksa helped me with 46 million rupees. A property owned by a Maiman. He bought it. Government, first time in Sri Lanka's history, government goes and buys a property and gives it to a Muslim school. It was during Mahinda's period that it was bought. And today, that also, a wealthy businessman, he put up the building and I was asked not to be invited to the principal. So, see, end of the day,
you're so tough that doesn't really bother you.
It doesn't bother me because I do it for the purpose of doing it for the sake of God. And I don't expect anything in return. So I'm happy. End of the day, I have done it. So people might be thinking that, okay, by going and putting a water bottle and putting his name and number to do election, that will work. And for them to go and open the building, it will work. It's okay. I will do what is required.
That's excellent. And also what is equally excellent is, and I need to acknowledge this, that you've left all your celebrations and you've come to be present with us here, and that's we're very grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you for your channel has been so close to me. I can't say no to you, and especially a festival date like today.
So what do you intend doing in a few minutes when we finish?
I'll go for prayers, no? So I have to pick my son at 7:30 and then take him for prayers.
Yes.
And then
have you come with a police escort?
I don't come with police escort at this moment. I have police escort, Faraz. This is a question that you and Shamir have been frequently asking. I'm under threat, so I need police escort. I think I might need an escape also very soon.
Oh, really?
The way things are moving. Because several complaints going against me that I'm trying to kill somebody and all that. So
are you, does it, in your day-to-day life, are you fully aware of what this threat is, and are you taking ongoing precautions, or have you left it all in the hands of God?
I leave everything to Allah, and I will remain the same, and He is the protector. Because if I am gone, I should have been gone in 95. They killed me. 11 people attacked me so badly. Nobody expected me to live. So He has given me life. So I will wait for the time to come. Whatever time He wants me, I am ready to go.
Long may you be a noise in holding governments accountable, Azad. I think that is the best wish I can give you. And thank you very much, and for being here again. And we look forward to having you on our program at some point.
Thank you, Farah. Thank you.
And we may want to discuss the results of the Bond story, which is,
I think a long fight of yours has come through today.
It has come.
And,
it is only
with the appointment of a new governor.
Yes, a very
lot
good.
Of things to wait and see.
Indeed.
Lot of things to wait and see.
Indeed.
And also, as I told you earlier, also investigations have to go on.
Of course.
I told you to go to court. Nobody went to court. Now it's time for everybody to wait and see.
Well, we must get the money
back. How
back.
the scope committee is going to clear the central bank.
Indeed. On that note, Azad Sali, thank you very much for being on Newsline. Thank you for watching Newsline. Let's meet again, same time, same place, tomorrow. In the meantime, take care, God bless, and happy Ramadan.
News First, Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.